Dawn broke. Light streamed through my window. I stretched, yawned, and felt different. A strange tingling sensation in my wrists. I looked down and gasped. Fine, silken threads, shimmering like liquid silver, were flowing from my fingertips. It was as if my body had become a living loom, effortlessly weaving threads of silk. Panic surged through me. What was happening? Was this some strange dream? I tried to brush the silk away, but it clung stubbornly to my skin. The more I pulled, the more it seemed to flow. Fear turned to fascination as I noticed the silk changing, responding to my thoughts. It shifted colors, from silver to gold, then to a vibrant, almost electric blue. The air filled with the soft rustle of silk, a symphony of nature orchestrating its magic through me. I was both terrified and exhilarated. A strange new world was unfolding before me, a world where the impossible had become real. And I, an ordinary man, was at the heart of this extraordinary phenomenon. What other secrets did these silken threads hold? What wonders were yet to be revealed? Days turned into a blur of experimentation and discovery. My initial fear gave way to a childlike curiosity as I explored the limits of my newfound abilities. Each type of silk that flowed from my fingertips seemed to possess unique properties, each more wondrous than the last. It was like having a secret language with nature, a language spoken in the soft whispers of silk. There was a golden hue, strong yet flexible, capable of supporting my entire weight. It shimmered under the sunlight, a testament to its incredible tensile strength. Then came the UV reflective silk, invisible to the naked eye, yet glowing under ultraviolet light. It was like weaving with threads of pure sunlight, creating patterns only visible to a select few. And then there was the antibacterial silk, its threads infused with nature's own healing touch. It was the most delicate of them all, yet it held the promise of protection, of warding off unseen threats. Each new discovery brought with it a sense of awe and wonder, a deepening connection to the natural world. The golden silk was the first I mastered. Stronger than steel, yet lighter than feathers, it was a marvel of natural engineering. I could weave it into ropes capable of supporting incredible weights, or spin it into fine threads that shimmered like liquid gold. It became my lifeline, my connection to the impossible. I remember the first time I tested its strength. I climbed to the top of an ancient oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like gnarled fingers. With a deep breath, I leapt, trusting my life to a single strand of golden silk. The world rushed beneath me, a blur of green and brown, yet I felt no fear, only a sense of exhilaration. The silk held, arresting my fall with a gentle tug. I swung gently in the breeze, suspended between earth and sky, a testament to the incredible power of this extraordinary gift. It was a moment of pure freedom, of realizing that the impossible was indeed possible. The UV reflective silk was a different story altogether. Invisible to the naked eye, it only revealed its true beauty under ultraviolet light. It was like weaving with threads of moonlight, creating patterns that shimmered and danced in the darkness. It was both beautiful and practical, offering a unique form of camouflage. I remember spending hours in my garden, weaving intricate patterns with the UV silk. To the casual observer, it looked like I was simply standing there, my hands moving aimlessly in the air. But under a black light, the garden transformed into a magical wonderland, filled with glowing webs and shimmering patterns. It was like stepping into a secret world, a world hidden from ordinary sight. It made me realize that there's so much more to the world than meets the eye, so much beauty and wonder waiting to be discovered if we only know where to look. The antibacterial silk was perhaps the most intriguing of them all. It was the most delicate, the most difficult to control, yet it held the promise of healing, of protection from unseen threats. It was like holding a piece of nature's own immune system in my hands. I experimented with weaving it into bandages, into protective coverings for wounds. The results were astounding. Cuts and scrapes healed at an accelerated rate. Infections seemed to vanish overnight. It was as if the silk itself was imbued with life, with the power to mend and restore. It made me realize the incredible potential of biomimicry, of learning from nature's designs to create new and innovative solutions. It was a humbling experience, a reminder that nature holds the key to so many of our problems. As the days turned into weeks, my confidence grew. I experimented with different combinations of silk, pushing the limits of my abilities. I could create traps strong enough to hold a grown man, yet light enough to be carried on the wind. I could spin webs that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, each thread vibrating with a life of its own. I felt like a child with a new toy, filled with a boundless sense of wonder and excitement. But with this newfound power came a sense of responsibility. I knew that these abilities could be used for good or for evil, and the choice was mine alone. It was a heavy burden to bear, but one that I embraced. I had been given a gift, a chance to glimpse the hidden wonders of the natural world, and I was determined to use this gift wisely, to learn from it, and to share its wonders with the world. One day, I found myself sitting in my garden, watching a spider spin its web. I had always been fascinated by spiders, by their intricate webs and their patient, methodical approach to hunting. But now, I saw them in a new light. They were no longer just creatures to be admired from afar, but fellow weavers, masters of a craft I was only just beginning to understand. I watched as the spider moved effortlessly across its silken threads, each movement precise and deliberate. I noticed the way it used different types of silk for different parts of the web, the way it reinforced key structural points, the way it created sticky traps to ensnare its prey. It was a masterclass in engineering, in survival, in the art of living in harmony with nature. For the first time, I truly understood the interconnectedness of all living things. I saw myself reflected in the spider's web, a fellow traveler on this incredible journey of life, and I felt a profound sense of gratitude for the opportunity to experience the world through its eight-eyed perspective. But as with all things in nature, my powers were not meant to last. Slowly, gradually, the silken threads began to thin, the flow from my fingertips slowing to a trickle. It was as if nature itself was calling back its gift, reminding me that some wonders are not meant to be possessed, only experienced. At first, I felt a sense of loss, a longing to hold on to the extraordinary abilities that had become such an integral part of my life. But as the last silken thread faded away, I realized that something profound had changed within me. I had been touched by the magic of nature, and that experience had left an indelible mark on my soul. I was no longer the same man who had woken up that morning with silken threads flowing from his fingertips. I had glimpsed a world beyond the ordinary, a world where the impossible was possible. And that knowledge, that sense of wonder, would stay with me forever. Although my spider silk powers have faded, the experience has left an enduring legacy. It has instilled in me a profound respect for the natural world and its boundless capacity for innovation. The intricate designs of spider webs, once a source of casual admiration, now symbolize the awe-inspiring complexity of nature's creations. I find myself observing the world with a heightened awareness, noticing the delicate dance of a butterfly's wings, the intricate patterns of a leaf, the tireless industry of ants. The world seems more vibrant, more alive, now that I have glimpsed the magic that lies beneath the surface. The experience has also taught me the importance of humility. For a brief time, I held extraordinary power in my hands, yet I was constantly reminded of the delicate balance of nature, the responsibility that comes with wielding such power. It was a humbling experience, one that has instilled in me a deep sense of gratitude for the simple gift of life. Looking back, I realized that the most significant transformation was not the ability to spin silk, but the awakening of a sense of wonder within myself. The experience opened my eyes to the extraordinary possibilities that exist within the ordinary, the magic that surrounds us each and every day. We don't need to spin webs or scale walls to experience the wonders of nature. They are all around us, waiting to be discovered if we only take the time to look. In the intricate dance of a bee collecting pollen, in the unyielding growth of a tree reaching for the sky, in the delicate balance of an ecosystem teeming with life. The true lesson of my spider silk adventure lies not in the extraordinary abilities I possessed, but in the extraordinary capacity for wonder that lies within us all. It is a reminder to approach the world with open eyes, open hearts, and a sense of childlike curiosity, for there is magic to be found in the most unexpected places.